Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, and in this video we are going to see how you can make the trial balance final adjustment before we finalize all the opening balances in QuickBooks. So if you are following my videos from the starting, we have started a new assignment where we have completely seen a project and worked on project of trading company, and we have entered and created all the ledgers and their balances, and now we want to finalize and close the trial balance. So if you have followed my training from the starting, then that's great. If not, you can watch the complete playlist free of cost on this channel. So without wasting any time, let's get started with this video. Alright, now that we have entered all the balances, we need to check the control account of inventory asset account, because we have entered all the inventory but we haven't checked the balance yet. Although we can see here inventory asset is 900,000. So if we click on that, we can see and drill down the total balances and see the individual details of it. It's very easy to do in QuickBooks. Just double click on that particular amount or the ledger so you can drill down it, and you can see all the individual transactions and where it is coming from. It's coming from the opening balance. Also, we can check it from the home tab. I'll go to chart of accounts and we can see the inventory asset balances is updated here. So now let's go back to accounts and taxes and click on trial balance. Let's change this dates to all, and let's actually change the font as well. All right, now this balance shouldn't be there. All of the ledgers are okay, but this balances uncategorized income and uncategorized expenses. These are extra ledgers. And if you notice that uncategorized income amount matches with account receivable amount, right? And uncategorized expenses matches with the accounts payable amount. That means that when we have entered the opening balance of accounts payable, by default, it entered a double entry, because we all know that in accounting, everything exists in the double entry form. So if we credited the accounts payable, there should be a debit as well. So instead of directly entering it as an opening balance equity as a debit, it debited it in a special category, that is uncategorized expenses. And same goes for uncategorized income. Let's suppose that you make the sale. What will you enter as a double entry? Receivable to sales. You made a credit sales, right? So receivable will be debit and sales will be credit. So it entered the receivable as a debit, but it entered an uncategorized income as a credit. It identified it as an uncategorized income because the account receivable was entered without any sales made. It was entered as an opening balances. So in QuickBooks, we have to manually adjust this. Now it seems weird why we need to manually adjust it, but this is how it is in all the QuickBooks desktop based software. So let's enter the adjustment. So adjustment will be very simple. I need to remove this balances from credit. So I'll pass the entry in a debit, and to reduce this entry from the debit, I'll pass the reversal entry in a credit, and the remaining balance I'll transfer it to opening balance equity. Very simple. Let me show you how. I'll go to the company and click on make journal entries. And from here on the 1st of January 2024, I'll enter the uncategorized income. Income was credit, so I'll make it debit to reverse it from that account, 150,000. And I'll write here opening balance adjustment. All right. And same goes for uncategorized expenses. It was 350,000 on the debit side. I'll make it credit to reverse that amount. And the remaining is 200,000, because as we all know that debit and credit should be equal in the journal entries. So uncategorized income was 150,000. Uncategorized expenses was 350,000. So the balance of that is 200,000, which should go in the opening balance equity. As of 1st of January 2024, let's save this and let's see the effect of it in our trial balance. So now this looks great. We can see all the ledgers are now updated with the same balances as we have in the assignment, which is 5478539. So exactly the same balance is here. The only problem is still the uncategorized income and expenses are shown here. So what we can do is I can just customize the report and I'll click on advanced settings, and the display rows and columns should be to non-zero only. Let's click OK, and now it looks great. So guys, this is how you can enter the adjusting entry only on the opening point where you need to adjust it in the trial balance, and the opening balance equity will be adjusted like this. So if you want to see the details of opening balance equity, let's double click here and you can see all the details of the ledgers here. So now, as we have said in the starting that 4800,000 as a capital invested or the net owner's equity should automatically update. So this is automatically updated in the ledgers, and that's how we enter the complete opening balances of QuickBooks. Now the scenario and method will be same if you're implementing the software for any company. The basics will be same, only the quantity of the data will be more. So just follow the same procedures and you can easily implement the software in any company. From the next video, we will start the day-to-day transactions because we have successfully implemented the software, and that is the basic part in the software implementation. We have to enter the chart of accounts, enter their balances. We can customize the chart of accounts, enter the vendors, customers and their balances, configure the inventory items, make all the settings and reconcile it up to the opening trial balance. This is the complete implementation procedure. So from next video, we will start the day-to-day transactions of the company.